This is Real Estate Talk Boston. Today we're talking Lexington, joined right now by Justine Wirtanen, Coldwell banker up in Lexington. Justine, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Lexington is one of those towns, it's historic,
Yes.
and really known for a great downtown area.
Absolutely. It's one of the things I love about Lexington the most is the historic nature of the town. There's something for everyone. We have a vibrant town center, and the fact that we are a historic destination, we have buses daily with dropping off tourists coming to see all of our historic sites, visit the downtown area, eat in the restaurants. It really just gives an exciting feeling to the town every day. So it's fun.
Okay, so I'm a little embarrassed here.
That's all right.
Grew up in the area, from the North Shore, live on the South Shore. And I have never been on the Freedom Trail, and I've never been to this historic part of Lexington, but have children. What am I missing out on? If there's buses coming every day, there's something to be seen.
There's something to be seen. We've got several historic houses that you should come and look at. The most exciting thing that's coming up is the reenactment for Patriots Day. And I think that is something, especially someone with children, that you've got to do at least once in a lifetime. It's Patriots Day morning, and you really should get there 4:35 a.m. to get a seat. But it is fabulous. It's a real life reenactment. It's great education for kids, and it's fun. And then afterwards, it's over by about 6:30, 6:45 in the morning, and then there's pancake breakfast all over town. So it's really, my friends live in New Hampshire. They take the day off and come down and do it because they let their kids stay out of school because it's an educational field trip for the family.
Interesting how it's not only people coming from out of town. For us Bostonians, I guess, I don't know if I can even call myself that anymore, seeing that I haven't done this, but great event and place to go to see.
Absolutely.
Imagine that has to be a big deal for the downtown. If people are coming in, your downtown offers restaurants, shops, etc.
Restaurants, shops. We have a movie theater. It was renovated at least about 5 years ago. It's now called the Venue. So that's fabulous. We have Carey Hall, which was built in 1928. It was donated by the Carey family. But that in 2015 got a complete renovation, and that is now the home of the Lexington Symphony. We have the Spotlight Entertainment Series. We've had some Lenny Clark's been there for comedian acts. We've had the Jay Giles Band come. It's really a fun local town to have as a destination, or if you're living there, to walk down to the center and be entertained and dine.
And the great thing in regards to real estate and a town to live in is you guys are very close to the city as well as a quick shot in. And you have a lot of public transportation. That has to translate to increasing prices, right? Inventory's down, I'm sure, in your area. What can you get into Lexington for these days?
It really depends. We have easy access, North Shore, South Shore, into Boston, Cambridge. So, and with that MBTA, it's into Alewife, into Boston. It is, we're so desirable. The price points, we have houses coming on the market under $1 million, but we've got houses up to $4 million. I would say the price range under $1 million is fast and furious, the turnaround. And it's difficult. The inventory has been very low. We do have some buyer frustration trying to get into houses like that. And if you're a seller, you are getting top dollar. We are really trying to educate our sellers, get your houses on the market now. We need the inventory, and they're going to get top dollar.
I was talking to a friend recently who just moved to Winchester, and what they were saying about their neighborhood is some of these houses were going for in and around $1 million, and then they're getting knocked down and new homes are going up. Are you seeing that trend?
Absolutely.
In Lexington?
Yes. Where a tear down in Lexington, maybe, 8 years ago, most builders were looking for 500,000, 600,000, 650. Builders are now paying $900,000, close to $1 million to tear a house down. It is insane. And that's not even in the center. Those are, outside of town. It is insane. So now, to make it, profitable, those houses are selling in the $2 million range, and they're selling.
With inventory being so tight, I know you work with buyers and sellers. Those buyers out there, it can be a grind.
It can be a grind, and it's really my job to make sure I'm as educated as possible on the market, and to educate them, get them to go to those open houses so they know value, so that when they find the house they want, they feel comfortable. If they have to go over asking, if they want to go right in at asking, if there's any chance of waiving any contingencies. I don't advise that, but I do try to let my buyer know this is what you're up against. And some are willing, but they have to be educated that this is what they got to do.
That is a key for sure. And there's the camp that says you never waive a home inspection contingency. And then there's a camp that says to get it done in today's market, especially in let's say downtown Boston, especially, it's happening pretty frequently. At the end of the day, you just have to make sure that you're an educated buyer. And there's different ways around it. Like you can actually have a home inspection, just not an official one, right?
You can. You absolutely can. I see sellers would prefer to have specific language written in the offer. For example, we would like a home inspection, will not request any repairs or financial compensation. Like, be very clear. When you say home inspection for informational purposes only, then a seller might ask, okay, after the signing of the purchase and sale. They really, it's that competitive that for these buyers, they have to be savvy on what they're willing to risk.
And for the buyer, you have to make sure that you're working with an agent that specifically knows that market, hopefully knows the other side,
yes,
and the listing agent, and can help you navigate, because it's the smallest things, just like you're saying, wording in an offer or contract that can make the difference.
Absolutely. And, I think it's valuable for a realtor to have great resources to help these buyers. For example, they see something that comes on the market. Let's get in right away before, in Lexington, if it's a hot commodity, if it's a hot property, and if you're a realtor, it's going to be, especially if it's in the price point under 1.5. So you're going to want to try to get in it right away. Go to the broker tour, have your client have the showing. Let's also revisit it at the open house to be sure, and then get a feel for how many people are there, how many offers do you think they're going to have, and then how badly do you want the house. I would never want to encourage someone to waive a contingency, but if they want the house and they say, we're willing to do it, Justine, I want to be able to have all the resources they might need for any questions they might have.
You have all of your ducks in a row. Well, thank you for stopping by, Justine.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
And if you're in the Lexington area looking to buy or sell and would like to connect with Justine directly at Coldwell Banker, check out Justine Wirtanen.
Justine Wirtanen.
Wirtanen.com. And remember, we have more real estate tips and market updates just like this right here on Boston.com.